What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Late Nights with Juan. Today's episode is going to be a fucking painful one. It's definitely a way different setting, but this is probably one of my favorite settings in life just because I get to do some beautiful stuff to my body that's very fucking painful. But today I have a very special guest, my tattoo artist since I was 18 years old. His name is Chris. What is
Hey,
up, brother?
What?
What is up, brother?
Chilling, man.
Yeah. Just to get right to it, bro. I know I'm a bitch of a client, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I know I'm a bitch of a client, bro. I think I'm just very detail oriented that I ask you a lot of questions.
But honestly, I appreciate that though, because it's that's the part that like you kind of get to know people.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just like, oh, yeah, I'm staring at your leg for like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? But I appreciate the questions, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to meet who's in the chair. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just like I feel like even though I have tattoos, I think I'm really scared of getting shit that like I'm really scared of just having bad tattoos on me.
A bad tattoo?
Yeah, like I'm really scared of that shit. Like I just don't like the feeling of like I hate when I see people like have a whole sleeve and it's just garbage. You know what I'm saying? So
I
like,
can definitely agree there though.
So then like that's why I asked you so many questions. Like, yo, bro, like how is this gonna go? Like how is this gonna fit? Because I'm just like, bro, I'm sorry, but this shit's going in the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. But I mean, for me personally, like I feel like tattoos are yes, I'm doing it for you, but it's just as important on my end. You know, you're my walking billboard, man.
Literally,
yeah. So I wanna showcase the best of my abilities, you know? That and like, bro, these things ain't cheap, man. Like I know I bust my ass for my money, you know what I mean? I wanna make sure you get your shit.
When you say something like that, like, oh, you bust yourself for your money and shit, can you like agree with people charging, let's say, 15 grand to 100 grand for tattoos? Like, it's still the same work at the end of the day, even though an artist might be better than you in a sense, but to what level is there like so much better artists? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I gotta be honest with you, man. Being in like this type of work, you really see the caliber of people out there. And it's funny because like, you know, with Instagram and everything like that, a lot of people they like, oh, he has 100,000 followers, he should be badass. Like, dude, there's guys out there with 5,000 followers, unknown, that are kicking ass, man.
Exactly, yeah. You think it's more of a fame thing nowadays, or is it strictly money?
That's a tough one, dog. Just because it's so accepted nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, bro, before you used to walk down the street and see maybe a half sleeve. Yeah. Like now you walk down the street and you look at people who look more like artists than the artists do.
Exactly. That is very true. Yeah.
But as far as like that whole like 10,000 pricing thing, man.
Yeah.
I know there's some artists out there that they're amazing, dog. Like how they pull the things that they do, no idea. You know what I mean? I don't know what kind of price level, you know what I mean, you're willing to cough up, but some things I think are worth it, you know. But that goes to the person, you know what I mean?
I'm just trying to compare it to like a sense of like do you think tattooing is like in the the esthetician industry? Like, you know how girls do like nails, barbers, like is that the same field or is it different?
I mean, we share, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we share the same license, man, as far as, you know, like health department and things like that. Yeah. But I mean, what we all do is provide a service, you know what I mean? You know, depending on how much, you know, time you put into this, you know, there's people who do hair or nails. Bro, I saw this girl, oh my fuck. Bro, this girl charges, I think it's like $5,000 to $10,000 for nails. Yeah. Nails. And in my head, I'm like, what in God's name is happening? But again, go to someone who says they could do the same job and see the difference. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But that's, sorry to cut you off. No. But that's where I'm at. Like, bro, like how much better can a barber really get if a barber charges 30 compared to 1,000? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much better is that barber really?
I hear you on that one.
But I also think tattooing is a lot different because, bro, like you can like someone else could do this dove that I already have on me, and it looks retarded. But you do it, it looks realistic. You know what I'm saying? But so I get that aspect of it. But like, so let's say someone that's at the same level, two people at the same level. Why is that person charging $5,000 and the other person's charging $1,000?
Man, again, so when I started, man, like a lot of this stuff, it wasn't Like it wasn't
Social media based?
for sure. Like it was, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? Because nowadays I feel like you have to again dance for a camera. You feel me? Like check this out. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, what the hell happened to like to does my work speak for itself, or do you want me to shake it right quick just to get a follow? Like, I'm not doing that, you know?
Yeah.
But I get it, you know, if you don't go with the times, you get left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna honestly go with the idea, man. I think it's what you believe and trust in. Feel what I mean? If you think having a Louis bag, a Louis wallet to like a wallet you get from Ross is any different, then you know.
The biggest thing for me though is just I don't understand how people, because this it's not a haircut, it's not nails, bro. That shit you can take off, you can shave off your head if you want to if it's bad. This shit, I mean, now you can laser it off. That shit's more expensive and fucking more painful, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, bro, how the fuck do people just put shit on their body? Like,
again, I think that goes kind of back to like, you know, what do you believe in? Like, because I've seen cats, bro, where they're like Louis belt, brand new J's, Yeezys on, and then, you know, how much for that? And it's like, bro, like
10 racks on my whole
What are you putting
fit.
value on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like, again, it's all in the eye of the beholder, bro. Because there's some people that I've seen that have been committed to their bodies, bro. They've dropped bank on it.
Yeah.
And it shows, you feel me? The quality of it shows. Like, and it's not people that have tattoos, it's just people I see down the street.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, damn, bro, like, you invested in your body, dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's just bring it back all the way back, Chris. You weren't just born to be a tattoo artist, bro. So when do you start tattooing, or how do you even get to start tattooing?
Man, I got introduced to this man by the old shop manager, a guy named Steve Sleven. What's up, buddy? And I had no one. Who the fuck grows up saying like, "Yeah, I want to be a tattoo artist"? Like, I didn't know this profession existed.
Exactly. I think it's more of a like, I like to draw type situation. Which I don't know if it was your situation, but like since I've gotten older now, I see kids that I went to high school with. They used to be able to draw, and now they're like roaming into like, oh, let me just be a tattoo artist because I know how to draw. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, yeah. I mean, shit, bro. You ask my parents, they would have been like, yeah, you was drawing in every book, and I'm like, I guess, but like not to this extent. No, I didn't. And even, bro, don't get it twisted. Even when you start tattooing, you know, like you sit there and like everything doesn't feel right. You feel me? Like you question everything to your ability. Like that thing is crooked. That thing doesn't look smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It takes a minute to kind of find like your comfort zone. You know what I mean? I guess sort of say.
Did you have like art class in high school or anything like that? Like once you got older?
Nah. I mean, I had one art class, like my 6th grade year of middle school, and anything after that, nah.
Nothing really inspired you, really? Like the sense of like, yo, let me just start drawing on people?
No. I mean, so I'm not gonna front. When I started working here, I was 15.
Doing what though? You were just at the front?
Yeah, just working at like counter and stuff.
Okay.
I didn't think I have the opportunity to actually learn how to tattoo, but like, bro, being here at 15, I saw these guys. You know what I mean? While I was growing up, and these guys were fucking rock stars. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, This is like the epitome of like, yo, there was no lines you waited in for. Like, it really was this fucking rock star lifestyle. Okay. And, you know, everything dies out.
Of course.
Don't get it twisted like, oh yeah, you still do that? No. No, my body can't survive a night of that shit.
How do you even work at a tattoo shop at 15? Just because you were working counter, basically?
So that's, I got introduced by the shop manager, Steve, man. And I hit it off with my boss, my mentor, Freddie. And again, man, he took me under his wing, bro. Showed me the ropes. He kind of seemed like I was probably not going in a great path at the time. Yeah. So he was like, "Shh, come here, little wing." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you were a bad kid in school? Sorry.
Say again?
You were a bad kid, like growing up?
No, I wasn't a bad kid, but my laugh got me in trouble.
Really?
I just, I don't know, for some reason, bro, like I just laugh my ass off. I'd be the one that got like sent out all the time and for like making other people laugh.
Yeah.
But academically wasn't inclined.
Wasn't inclined, yeah.
Oh God, no.
Does you not being a tattoo artist? Because okay, this is I'm not gonna get into the numbers, but everybody knows that tattoo artists probably make the most money. When I try to compare it to like barbering, nail techs, because you guys get paid off one big fee, like one big piece. You know what I'm saying?
I for sure.
Which like, bro, there's barbers like I just said. Like if you charge $1,000, I think people are thinking like, yo, he made $1,000 off of one tattoo. Which which it might not be true. It depends however your structure is.
For sure.
Yeah, but I think people are getting that you're getting that full 1,000. So it's like he's making way more money than a barber because a barber has to cut up how many people to get 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Tattooing is it's not a luxury. It's excuse me, it is a luxury. It's not a necessity. Like a barber, you feel me? Like you got to look good for work. You got to look good for this. You know what I mean? So. And at that, you're also not dropping a lump sum every time you see your barber.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, of course. But like I said, there's some people, yeah.
But the you know what I mean? Like someone could afford to drop, $40, $50 every week.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with us, you're dropping a couple more. And
well, it's only like once a month types, or like
if that.
If that. Yeah. Of course.
I've had some people that are committed to their bodies though, man. Like last year, I had this kid, man. We did a back piece. This kid did it in maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
A whole back?
Yeah. Like he came in like Monday, Tuesday, maybe skipped a day, Thursday, Friday, like at 4-hour sessions. Man, I'll hand it to him, bro. He sat like a champion.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, he sat like a rock, man.
That sounds very fucking painful.
It is. I mean, it's massive, bro. Like, again, I still consider it investing in yourself. You know what I mean? Your peace. Like, I'm not saying a tattoo is gonna cure your anxiety, but it helps. You know what I mean?
You think tattoos can like what's it called? What is it? Like I'm trying to say like give a bad persona towards people.
What do you mean, like judging a book by its cover?
Yeah, judging a book by its cover. Yeah.
For sure, yeah, I think it can, but I think it matters to what you have. Because someone might look at me and be like, "Oh my god," because of placement, not the tattoo itself, but the placement.
Yeah.
Gives like that persona like, "Oh, he's a hoodlum," or "He's hood," "He's not." You know, like.
Yeah,
I've always loved everything that I have like on my neck. Not just because it shows, but those are my more meaningful tats.
Of course, yeah. We'll get into that sooner or later. I'm in so much pain right now. Sorry.
Don't cry, bro. No llores,
I know. What I was going to say, bro, so do you even remember the first time you first ever tattooed somebody?
Yeah, fuck yeah. What? Dude, I did. But so traditionally, I don't know if it's traditionally, but at least in my mentorship, you're supposed to tattoo. Your first tattoo should be on your mentor. Again, don't scold me, internet. You know what I mean? I don't know how everyone else's went, but for me, that's what it was. So I did my first tat on my mentor Fred.
And do you remember what it was?
Fuck yeah, man.
What was it?
What did I do? I sounded really confident, but now I'm like,
yeah.
You know?
Do you remember if it was like you thought you were good or you were like, fuck, this shit came out horrible?
Oh no, dude, it like terrible.
Terrible.
No, it didn't. Yeah, nothing went right.
Yeah.
Nothing went right. All of a sudden, my vision wasn't working properly. just bad, man.
Oh my god, bro. So you're over here tattooing. What age did you start? Because you were in here at 15. So what age did you start? Like 18?
So I worked here. For years, man. I mean, still it's in the shop to this day, but I worked the counter. I learned how to pierce. They gave me my own shop to run. That went sour.
You used to own your own shop?
Not own, but like they had me run it. So like
somewhere else?
Yeah. I used to be over there in Kissimmee. I was like straight out of high school, bro. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Let's get into that a little bit. I didn't even know that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So what the fuck happened? You're straight out of high school. Now you're running a whole entire tattoo shop?
Yeah, actually, man. And like when you think about it now, you're almost like, what the hell was he thinking? I was like, I don't know. He leaves, but he loves me, man. I love him.
Yeah.
He knows that I would never do him wrong, man. And he gave me a shot. I flopped. I dropped the ball there.
So you fucked up.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
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 Can you get into details?
For sure. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, that's remind me about this later. But business
Okay.
and
friendships.
and tattooing are it's two different worlds. But what was the question?
Just like how did you end up like flopping? You running your own shop?
Oh man, it just befriending people, bro. Like I think there's a fine line between being a boss and an employee. You feel me?
And
Like
then it was just too close.
no, well, it's me forgetting that I'm like, yo, you're supposed to run this shit. You're supposed to tell them like, hey, no. Instead, you know, you kind of don't worry about it. You know what I mean? And it's an injustice, bro, because you know that's not how business works, bro.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, I think that's like friends and bosses and friends, like it's
really
oil
hard.
and water, man.
Yeah.
They'll love you. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
But you got to be careful with that shit, man.
How do you how do you run a tattoo shop though? Because I feel like it's like a barber chair. You're doing your own work in your own little space. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I keep on bringing up to barbering. It's just like
No, yeah. But it's like the closest thing. You
Yeah,
feel me? Like,
exactly.
we're not far from them.
So like you're like doing your own thing, your own work. Like, how you doing it right now? Like there's more people in the shop, but like you're focused on your own thing. So like, how would they fuck up that you need to tell them something specifically? You know what I'm saying?
Again, it's not because obviously I don't know how to. At the time, I didn't know how to tattoo. Right? It's not so much telling them like what to do. It's just making sure that, hey, bro, it's 2:00. We're open at 12. What's going on? You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, I get you.
You know, but you're also, you know, the eyes and ears when the boss ain't there. Like as dumb as that sounds, and you know, like snitch. You know,
Yeah.
But that's kind of like something again that I learned. It's just that despite friendship. Business is business.
Business, yeah.
You know what I mean? And despite whether I lost respect for that or they did, it's same shit. We both failed, you know?
Ow.
Don't cry, bro.
I think it's a thing of like, I'm positive, bro. I mean, you might tattoo your bestest friends or your like family member for free. Maybe you don't, right? But I think that's where it is, like the fine line of business and like friendship or family, whatever the fuck it is, really, that you might still have to charge them, and that you hope that they understand, in a sense of like, yo, I'm still running a business here. You know what I'm saying? Like I still have to charge you.
So that could be like kind of a catch-22 moment because it's like you may tattoo your boy and you know someone saw your boy's piece and they're like, yo, I want it. But like even my dogs, bro, like he'll ask and be like, yo, I'm sending you this person. I didn't tell him for no discount or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're sending them because like they want your shit. You know. When it comes to like tattooing my friends and family, like again, if you got my heart, bro, like you're not.
We're
I'm
locked
not charging
in.
you, bro.
Yeah, we're locked in.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I mean it's actually not. It's not too difficult, man. The hardest part I think is just finding the time for them and then them making it like yo, bro, it's what's up? And I'm like,
it's been 6 months.
Bitch, like it's not that I forgot her. I'm like, dog, like prior to them asking me, bro, I have like no appointments. And then the minute they're like, yo, can you tap me? I'm like,
yeah,
I look like a liar. Like, I'm so sorry, but swear, man.
Ow, you're a fucking asshole, bro.
Unnecessary.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Unnecessary.
So, do you remember like that moment of like when you were tattooing, that you finally like, all right, I think I got the hang of it, and you were just like, I think I'm good at this now.
Bro, no, I did, but I didn't. I didn't get that fucking feeling, bro, till like 6 years in, man.
Really?
I swear to God. In the beginning of tattooing, bro, like for one, like right after your apprenticeship, there's no such thing as you know, like at least when I was learning, they're like, oh man, I want to do, just anime or I just want to do just this style. Like, nah, bro, everything is practice after that. After you finish your apprenticeship, now you're doing every kanji, those Chinese symbols, every infinity, every butterfly. And again, as boring as that shit may seem, it is good practice. You know what I'm saying? Until you find your niche.
What were you gonna ask me? I'm in fucking pain.
Oh no, it's kind of more like about the podcast, man. Like,
go ahead.
like nervous getting into that at all?
So clearly, how I told you, I used to run the podcast with my best friend Lucas.
Yeah.
it was just like, yo, we just stopped doing it, and it was more like I took like a year and a half. Like after we stopped doing it, I was just like contemplating, like, yo, like, bro, I really like to do this shit, and I I just think I'm good at it. Like I think I could really interview somebody and like make them cry, make them feel happy. I feel like I'm a really good person to talk to make you really comfortable.
For sure. Oh
So I'm just like, I feel like a lot of people, in my eyes, that's a talent. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Sure.
And I'm just here contemplating with my wife. I'm just like, yo, like, I love doing these videos, but it's just like, if I'm not doing it anymore with this guy, I have to take my own risk now. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Which was definitely a very hard thing for me because Lucas was like my right hand man at that moment. So it was just like, who the fuck do I have to like support me? So behind me. You know what I'm saying? That just comes into like to play. Like, all right, now I need to find new people. I knew my boy that you just met, my guy that runs everything now.
Yeah.
I've been knowing him, but it was more of like, I know, like, Lucas is my best friend. You know, there's a different line of like, yo, I know Chris, but you're not my fucking best friend. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah.
So and then I just took the leap, bro, and then we just started finally like, just like recording videos, and I started feeling, all right, bro, like I could do this again. You know what I'm saying? So like the toughest thing was we had like 5 videos lined up. So we started recording like in November, bro. But my first video I didn't post it till March.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we started recording since November, and I didn't post my first video in March till March. So it was just like, fuck, bro. It was just like so much build. Like I don't know if it's anxiety, bro, because I don't know anything about that world space. You know what I'm saying? Like
Anxiety?
yeah, I don't know anything about that space of world. That line of like the world. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but
It's definitely it's a trip, man.
I'm positive. I know it exists. I get it for sure sometimes in the sense of like certain, like I get it. I was getting anxiety right now, like before we got tattooed, like because I don't this shit's painful. Like you don't know how this shit's gonna come out.
Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, exactly. But nah, bro, it was just more just like, fuck it, bro. I think I'm really good at this, and I think I could really fucking make money off of this.
Do you remember like which interview or like which video it was that you were like, all right, I could see this?
Probably when I recorded this like video with these 2 guys that we used to know, like that me and Lucas know. That it's actually the question you asked me before we started filming. The longest podcast that we had was with those 2 guys, 2.5 hours. After those 2.5 hours, I felt like, all right, if I could talk this fucking long, I could go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, so if ever in a point, man, where you're just kind of like, you kind of run out of shit to say and shit, like,
no, that was the thing. So the reason that shit was 2.5 hours was because, oh my god, we were about to wrap it up, and they were like, hold on, no, we were planning to wrap it up, and then they got a phone call, and they're like, hey, can I take this real quick? And I was like, we were just like, yeah, go ahead. And then while he was on the phone, we were telling his brother, we were like, yo, we're probably about to wrap it up like in 10 minutes. Like it's like that's really weird. He was like, what? We have so much more to talk about. Like because they were flowing. That's what I'm saying. Like we were just in that headspace of like, yo, like they're just asking us questions. We're going back and forth. We're just fucking killing it right now. And then boom, we did a 2.5 hour podcast, and I was just like, all right, I think I can do this shit, bro.
That's awesome.
But bro, like just how you just said, I think just how you explain your career, social media, all this shit, bro. I might be good at this shit, but bro, I'm not Joe Rogan, you know? But
for sure.
People don't know me as Joe Rogan. There's so much work that I gotta put in to get to that level, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here for it, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean, again, man, like Great Wall wasn't built overnight, man. I don't know. I think it also takes time, bro.
Yeah.
Like you fuck ups, you know, good sessions where you're just like, we need another one of these, and then you know.
I've seen really good results with this podcast though. Like being a month in, because March was like a month ago.
Yeah.
So I've seen some really good results. I think when you see results, also it keeps you more motivated, which is fucked. But you shouldn't see it that way. But also, I don't know. I put in my head that like I didn't see results with like when I did with Lucas for like 2 years. So I feel like I already ate my shit. Like I already ate shit before I got to to see results how I am right now. But like, who knows? I don't know. I don't know how you judge that, right? Because I used to do it with someone else. Like, did I already eat my shit, or do I gotta eat new shit again while I do this one?
Man, like, dude, but that's like for me understanding the concept of like this isn't your first go around.
Exactly.
So you're bringing experience to the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
New venture by yourself, but
Yeah.
It's no different from any other thing, man. Like I feel like as long as you stick to it, man.
That's what I was telling. That's what I was telling Lucas when I first started launching this. It was more of a like, yo, thank you, bro. You gave me like the opportunity to fucking know what the fuck to do. He like gave me how you said fucking experience.
Yeah.
It's just like how just you now you have experience tattooing. You know what I'm saying? So it's great, bro. I think experience is all you need in life, and it's like anything, bro. You just said, bro, building a fucking the China wall, the wall of China, whatever the fuck it is called, but
The Great Wall of China. Yeah.
the Great Wall of China, yeah, that shit didn't take overnight.
It's nothing big, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. So, how do you like end up becoming like this guy, bro? Because, bro, when I talk to you, bro, you're just like you're not all over the place, but bro, I feel like you understand so much culture.
Oh, I could be everywhere.
Yeah.
I could like mentally, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, fuck yeah.
You understand so much fucking culture, and I just say that because of your fucking music, bro. You're not blasting it right now because we're doing this right now.
Right,
but bro,
yeah.
your music goes everywhere, which is like, yo, this man understands fucking culture.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like that's probably the one section of my life where I could say like I could toot my horn. Confidence is not there. But, you feel me? Like I've had like people walk by and they're like, love the music. And I'm like, thank you. You know, it was almost just like, you look nice today. I was like, bitch, stop.
Yeah.
I swear. But I don't know, man. I grew up in what, 90s? Was happy enough to like, I guess get a taste of everything, you know what I mean? And you don't ever want to stay like in one style, man.
Hey,
bro, you gotta be Baskin Robbins.
Some people
man.
do though.
31 flavors.
31 flavors.
Yeah. Nobody wants a plain fucking playlist.
Some people only like rock though, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like our parents, you know, they only like salsa.
I will say though, there is like a you know, you try to feel out the client, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you some shit, even sometimes ask them. But with this music nowadays, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of stopped asking because I'm like, I can't do that shit for like 3-4 hours.
Oh, the new type of music?
Yeah, it's not really
your genre?
I'd probably listen to more pop.
Okay.
Than like of this generation than anything. But the rap, hell, fuck no.
Really?
I can't, man. That shit's it's just not for me. If it's not for these years, I'm knocking it.
Yeah. Did you ever have anything, bro? Like you've been working in tattoo shop since 15. Did you ever think of like doing anything else though? Like where you were like, yo, I want to become a fucking NBA player.
Oh.
Dunk over Shaq.
Right? Yeah. No, hell the fuck no. I'm not athletic at all. But I guess not by choice, but just lack of options. Okay. Like after fucking high school.
Yeah.
I either thought about doing like nursing or surprisingly not a barber.
Really?
Yeah. And it's just because like it didn't really take too much of. Boy, I sucked in school. So, like, anything that kept me out of that, I'd be happy.
Did you graduate?
I did, barely.
Okay, but you got it done, though.
Pretty sure I paid some kid to fucking take my online classes.
Yeah, you got it done, though. That's all that matters. Yeah.
No, I wasn't a school kid, dog. Like I said, I spent more time drawing in the books. And not good drawings.
Just fucking
drawings.
Does it like surprise you to be like, damn, I make more money than a teacher? I'm not counting your pockets. I get it.
For sure. No, I understand.
Once again, tattoo artists make $1 that I think it is more than a teacher's salary. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm not gonna lie, right? The idea of like, you know, unless you own your own shop or have a private studio, you don't make 100% of your money.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just because, you know, the shop provides a certain amount of things. You know, you provide a certain amount of things. My boss always said it's kind of like a partnership. You know what I mean? Half and half.
So they provide stuff for you guys.
They do, yeah.
Okay,
Like
okay.
they provide a couple things.
Okay.
So I guess I mean that's all we've ever known is percentages. You know what I'm saying? But be surprised. Like we do okay. We do all right.
Yeah.
You know? Again, it matters like how well what you do with your money. You know
Of
what
course,
I mean?
yeah.
I like buying stupid shit. You know
like buying stupid shit?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, bro.
Like
I
Like I mean, you look at it and you're like, all right, he buys stupid shit.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but he has a Supreme deck board. He has some cause.
I mean, where's my hoverboard?
Right there, the pink one, right there. Hoverboard.
No. I have the actual hoverboard.
Oh, right there, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what is that? What do you mean by an actual hoverboard?
That's so. I mean, I'm not saying it's from the movie, but it's like a little replica of the actual hoverboard. So that's like a skateboard deck. Right?
Oh, okay.
The other one's like an actual hoverboard.
Oh, does it actually like turn on?
No. Someone once asked me, they were like, "Yo, does this work?" And I'm like, "What? What do you fucking mean? Does the hoverboard work?
Can you think I can just
Bro,
ride it?"
I was like, "Yo, dude, I wish, but no."
So you like collectibles though? Because I would say that's collectibles. Holy fuck, that shit hurt.
Don't cry, bro. I'm gonna definitely go with the yes on the collectibles, but it's not like crazy amount like random shit. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's more of like I'm a big Back to the Future fan, so like I'll buy things of that. Jurassic Park, Jaws. I'm a big movie buff, man. That's my shit.
Okay.
Probably like more 90s, 2000s though.
Yeah, I'm not a. I've watched movies, but I don't know the names of them. Like I've probably watched the same movies you watch. I just don't know what the fuck they're called at all.
No, I'm pretty sure like my ADHD fucking makes me rewatch the same movie like 20 fucking times.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be happy as hell too.
Okay. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
This shit is hurtful.
Hurting a little bit?
Yeah, I'm in fucking pain.
No llores, papi.
Man, I'm just trying to get my fucking train of thought right now. Fucking just.
He's dying on us.
Yeah. I just fucking pass out.
Stop, bro.
Bro. Well, you're not a fucking how do I say this? You're not new to cameras, bro. You were on MTV.
Oh, you sack of shit. Okay. Oh, that's good.
I remember watching this shit on TV.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And I sent the picture to fucking Lucas saying, "Yo, isn't this fucking Chris?"
Why don't you tell him what extraordinary show I was on?
It was on 16 and Pregnancy. 16 and Pregnant, that's what it's called. Or Teen Mom, no.
I tried very hard not to remember that day.
Wait, why though?
Okay.
Wait, what was so bad about it?
For me, it was, bro, I show up to work. I'm already late, because when the fuck am I not?
Yeah.
But at the time, one of our boys, G, I guess they had asked, he knows the girl, Brianna or whatever. I don't know her name.
I don't know who it was. I don't know who the people were on the show.
They had asked, like, hey, we want to get tattooed, at least from what I'm understanding. So I get here and he's like, yo, I forgot, like, I had an appointment or some shit. Like, can you take care of this for me? And I'm like, he said nothing. Not a fucking word about, hey, bro, it's for fucking Teen Mom, like, da-da-da. So, of course, I'm just like, yeah, it's a simple tat. It's two couples. You know, I got you.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, like, this crew comes in. And just like how this was.
A full
like,
camera crew just comes through the door.
When like, some random guy was like, all right, I'm going to mic you up now. And I'm like, who the fuck are you, first of all?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the hell is going on right now.
Yeah, because you also had no warning. You were just like, yo, I'm going to do a tattoo on somebody.
None. And then coming to find out it's like for like Teen Mom or some shit like that. And I'm just like, again, remember how I was asking, like, what do I do with my hands? Like, yeah. I literally was just like, what do I do with these?
Yeah.
And the dude's like, you're tattooing. I'm like, you're right.
So what happened? They just walk in and they're like, yo, hey, you're gonna tattoo her, but this is gonna be the footage on the show.
Yeah. So it just as fast as they walked in and they're just like, hey, listen, like, whatever you do, just act normal, you know?
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah,
totally.
This is normal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. It was just a trip, dog. They came in with forms. telling me like, hey, well, you know, this is what you should do. They got like a close up of like the shop and all this, man. And in my head, bro, I'm just having like the worst panic attack of my fucking life. Instantly, bro. Like, you know, the minute someone has a camera on you and what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
What is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, we did the tattoos. Everything went cool. The people from MTV, they like gassed up the manager because, you know, they were like, you guys are really good, you know.
Like, what do you mean, like, really good?
Like, you know, I don't know. I guess, like, it went smooth or some shit.
Oh, okay.
But, dog, in my head, I'm like, yo, I could never do this shit. Like you know how people do this for, like real life television? I'm like, dog, I can't. Like, But, yeah, it's still one for the books, man. I had people... Bro, the MTV Awards were that night, right?
Uh-huh.
So I noticed because like my boy sent me a picture, and in the corner it says MTV starts in 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my fucking god! Like, why is this happening to me right now? But of course, that's just thinking the worst. You know what I mean?
Did they tell you when like the episode was gonna come out?
Yeah, like we asked, and I remember they telling us like, yeah, it'll come out sometime between this and this. And you're like, okay, cool. This thing didn't come out for like fucking months, dude. So in my head, I'm just like, I'm waiting. I'm for months. I'm just terrified. Like,
yeah. How did I do?
Oh God, this is gonna be. You feel me? Like I can't. I think I had a green jersey that was like beat to shit that day. Like,
you got any royalties from that fucking show?
Just the embarrassment. Yeah.
They didn't
take in stride.
They didn't offer you no money.
Nah. Hell no.
It's more of exposure for you.
More than anything, I think that they had asked the boss. Here, lift this up a little bit. They had asked the boss, and I guess he was just like, hey, you know, if you guys can, just make sure you get in front of the store. You know, not directly shout us out, but
just fucking put the store there.
Yeah, because I remember watching the episode, and it was just like close up of the shop. Close up of this, and then straight to them being inside. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, what are you gonna get? You know what I mean? Type of thing.
And then it was just you tattooing.
Well, and the first person we saw, I think, was Gil, our old manager, and you can see him walk like. My head, dog. I'm like, we're not gonna get a sitcom after this. It's not happening.
This was our day that we could have been found as talent that we never had been found.
Oh, dear Lord. I would have found just a rock to crawl under if that happened.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, hell no. Dog, could you imagine that shit? Like,
yeah, I mean, that'd be kind of scary. Not being prepared, like...
That's terrifying.
Not being warned, like, yo...
I would probably shoot myself.
It's like me right now. If I would have just came in here, yo, bro, I'm filming right now.
I would... Huh?
Yeah, exactly. What? Yeah.
Oh man,
bro, you have so much loyalty towards this shop, Chris, and it's like
you got it, brother.
Yo, I know. Oh my God,
I'm so sorry.
Bro, how long you been tattooing? How long is your career?
Bro, probably like 10 plus years now.
A decade or longer, bro.
You gotta calm down. You're making me feel old, but yeah.
It's only been in this shop, bro.
Only, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my start here. I'm still here.
Yeah, bro.
But I got a lot of shit for it, man.
That's what I was gonna tell you, bro.
Shit. It's not shit. Let me not say that. It's not shit. It's more of you tell people like, oh, how much you make, and they're like, dude, you could make more.
Okay.
And again, man, everything is set in with good thoughts, like you know what I mean. That they just want better for me,
Yeah.
But I can't front. Like, there's a fear of owning a shop and not making it. You know what I mean? Like when you're not the owner, yeah. At 9 o'clock, things close up. If you didn't make the rent, that's not technically your worry. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Yeah. As opposed to like being like, shit, I didn't make my rent. You know what I mean?
So that's what I was gonna ask you, bro. You've been here for so long, Chris. Like, have you had the thoughts? Have you ever maybe been close to like, yo, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I need to like.
Yeah. No, I've had my moments. You know what I mean? Like, again, I think for me to break this tie would just be,
which is I don't think it's a bad thing because I feel like you're in a good space.
for sure. I again, it's just, you know, would I like more money? Of course. You know, who the fuck wouldn't?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah,
Do you
bro.
mind?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I don't see because I'm not your accountant, so I don't see your money. I see it more as like, bro, like I think you do great work.
Thank you.
I think you could be in a shop by yourself killing it. And I'm just like, bro, I think you could be in your own place, like with your own little studio and just fucking rocking out 5 people a day if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, yeah.
But that's how I vision it from the outside.
Like, I mean, dude, I've had offers, you know what I mean, of other, you know, reputable shops asking me like, hey, man, you know, if you want to join the team, you know, we pay this much. But as much as the mighty dollar is, you know, nice, man, I love the people I work with, dog. Like, you ever heard like maybe the grass isn't greener on the other side?
It's definitely not always greener. Sorry.
You feel me? So like for me, I really do enjoy the guys that I work with, man. These guys are fucking cool as shit. My boss, awesome. His wife Esther, amazing.
Yeah.
So for me, like again, to kind of break that tie, man, it just sometimes just doesn't seem worth it. But then that could be my fear talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, maybe like any man, you know, wants to own his own house one day. I would like to. I mean, shit, I can't tattoo forever.
Of course, yeah.
But as long as these hands could, as long as these hands work, baby, it's
We're
game
good.
on, man.
Talking about that, bro. Do you ever like, bro? I feel like you might be low key be like an athlete's like type of contract. You can't like skateboard or some shit. Like, you fucking break that wrist, you're fucked.
Dude, my dumbass the other couple months back.
Like you ride a fucking motorcycle too. If you fucking fall off that motherfucker, God forbid. But
Yeah, no, I mean, well, if I fall off the bike, I think tattoos like the least of my worries, right? I'm like, my leg.
Hey, if you fuck up your leg, you can probably still tattoo it.
Honestly, all right, check this out. I picked up some skates, right? Because I wanted to get fit and active. Ask me if I've touched them.
You haven't?
Like once or twice.
Yo, let me tell you. You want to get fit? You ever heard of pickleball?
Pickleball?
Yeah.
Everyone tells me about that shit.
Yo, that is my shit right now. Like, my shit. Everybody's watching this knows I'm a fucking beast.
Yeah. A beast?
I'm a beast.
Shit, hold on.
I'm like
now.
the LeBron of pickleball.
Shut the fuck. What the hell is going on right now?
The LeBron of pickleball.
Don't let LeBron see this. He probably pays pickleball.
He probably does, and I'll fucking whoop his ass.
Oh, shit.
That's how confident I am.
About to make LeBron James
And
an op, son.
And you know, like how you know how people are, bro. You know, they have low expectations for the bigger guys in the group, you know. But
I feel you.
Yeah. But fuck that, you know? That shit's never fucking held us back. It doesn't look like he has never held you back. So why should it hold me back? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, growing up, I was always like the bigger kid, right?
Yeah.
Like there's 3 rules to the game: clean shoes,
Clean shoes. Yes.
clean shirt, and a haircut. I don't have a haircut right now, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And now, other than that, you could fend for yourself, like, you know, with the fat jokes and shit like that.
You know, one thing I did learn the other day, because I was watching another podcast. People, whenever they just lean towards like someone like roasting somebody, like let's say I'm in a group with you, like it's all 4 guys just talking, and then I'm randomly like, oh, look at Chris's fat ass.
Right.
Those people are not even funny. It might be funny in that moment in that group, but those people aren't funny at all. If you really think about it, they're only funny off of making like obvious fucking jokes. Like it's like saying, oh, yo, I know you're 5'2", ha 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 ha.
Yeah. They pick on the weak, you know, or their gimmick is making fun of people, you know.
Yeah, or but their gimmick is like, yo, let me just do the obvious. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Where in a sense, like you could be like, yo, bro, your fucking mother smells like shit.
Good God.
And but that shit's funny.
Hardcore.
Instead of being like, yo, you're a fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's all they have is, you know, like that's the strongest card in their deck is to make fun of motherfuckers. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Again, you'll have people that'll laugh. You feel me?
Exactly. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna front, bro. I had one where an old friend of mine told me one thing one time that I was like, all right, this fucker dropped some knowledge on me. He was like, yo, it's not the pizza, it's the delivery, right?
Okay.
And like, what do you mean by that? It's like, it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. So you can make fun of someone and like not like drag them across the floor. You feel me? For someone to get a laugh at, you know?
I think that's where the problem's at right there.
Best fucking thing I ever heard in my life, man.
Sorry.
Are you in pain right now, bro? What's going on?
No, it's just like it's a little bit of pain, and then it's a little bit bigger, and then it's just like it makes me not fucking know how to think. Yeah.
I mean, I could imagine it's a little rough when you're getting a couple needles dragged across your leg.
Yeah. Bro, another thing I wanted to talk to you about. You are like not this. You have. I'm positive you'll talk about it because I feel like you're an open book. At a point in time, you did end up taking a break from tattooing for health reasonings.
Yeah.
I know something was going on. I don't know the extent to it. I don't know if you want to actually get into it, but I think you would.
I don't have a problem talking about that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, so honestly, worst time of my life. I had caught like an intestinal infection.
Okay.
That took me out for a while, but it left me with a colostomy bag. So that was a whole nother fucking segment. Like working with people, and I don't know if you're aware about colostomy bags.
No.
You shit in a bag.
Yeah.
You feel me? And the thing about it is you can't control any aspect of your bowel movements, the toots and the horns. You know what I mean?
Okay. You can't control them at all.
At all. So like you could be standing here and burp like, you know.
Yeah.
So of course, being so close to people, it really fucked with me, like self-consciously and man, bro, everything, the whole aspect, that shit put me like in a whole new world of depression that I was just like, this is nice. Right?
Really though?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But was it just because like you're like, fuck, I can't even like talk to you can't talk to me like because you just thought like this shit's about to like just happen, or is it like?
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, in the beginning, like, you know, there were leaks, there were this, there was that, there was a lot to get used to.
Yeah.
You know? And again, being so close to someone, bro, like unless you're being intimate with somebody, like tattooing, like
it's super. Yeah,
you're not supposed to be that fucking close to someone. You feel me? So again, you know, when I if I could hear it, if I could smell it, if it, you know, I know you can too.
Yeah.
So that would drive me insane. I'll never forget, man. One of the first tats coming back, man. Like I was tattooing this guy and his lady. I tattooed her first, and I thought I caught a whiff of a leak or some shit.
Yeah.
What was that for? Completely went down this rabbit hole. I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, and basically towards the end, man, I ended up rushing them out of here because I was like, okay, cool, you guys are good.
Really?
Yeah, no, terrible. And of course, man, like, you know, you feel like shit because they don't know. I don't know if they smell it. Maybe they did. Maybe they thought I kicked them out and it smelled like shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? I was like, wow, double whammy, you know? But yeah, it took a while to get used to, man. And, you know, the term, like, man, it's better to laugh at it before someone else can.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of really helped me kind of be comfortable being, like, used to people.
And I'm guessing you're only telling, like, your close clients that actually knew you, like, yo, this is what I'm going through.
So, yeah, like, even then, I was kind of very limited to who I felt comfortable telling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone on Instagram kind of fucking knew that because, you know, they had a GoFundMe for me, and I appreciate the fuck out of everybody for that. But yeah, you know, they knew something was up. They didn't know to what extent. But yeah, man, I was down. That was 2019, I think.
Did you ever think, like, can you have died from that, or no?
Oh yeah. So I didn't know this, but the doctors told my sister who was there with me at the time that I had like a 1% chance.
Really? Of living or dying?
Of living.
1% chance of living?
Yeah, 1%. Like, bro, like by the time I got to the hospital, I was sepsis. I had some fucking big, flesh-eating bacteria. What's that shit called? Like it started eating me.
But what were you like feeling? Like, what happened? Like you just fainted, or like you just like were in pain?
Oh no! Like I was in crazy pain. Like it just took my dumb ass 8 days to go to the hospital for some odd reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But ever since, bro, again, like everything's a lesson, right? If you're willing to take it. You know
yeah,
what
of
I mean?
course.
But ever since then, I was like, bro, if I feel like the slightest inconvenience, I'm like, what's up, hospital? You know?
Okay.
But I'm not gonna front, man. One thing that came out of that was when I kind of, bro, I lost 2019. Spent like a month and a half in a hospital. Rested like 6 or 7 months in recovery at home.
Yeah.
But in that time, bro, like I started drawing because I had got an iPad at the time.
Yeah.
And I just started going to fucking, practicing. Bro, and by the time that I got back, like something had clicked in my head, bro. Because that's when I started doing like those realisms and kind of really getting to like the
portrait side of things.
Yeah. And even my boss will tell me, he's like, I don't know what the hell happened to you, but you came back swinging. And again, man, like you said, when you see results, it fuels you to do better, go harder, man. Like, what else can I fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Were you like, fuck, I might not tattoo ever again after this shit? Or were you like...
I mean, I definitely stopped piercing because of it, just because, being yet again close as fuck, man. And they're like, you're like, all right, so this is how you're burnt. And you're like, nah. You feel me? Like, God damn it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was the worst.
Were you ever like, this is like, are you good now? Like, is there anything like...
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, I'm like 11, 12 surgeries in.
11 to 12 surgeries in?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. If my math is right, yeah. I had maybe my last one, maybe like 2 years ago.
Holy shit.
But and knock on wood, man, everything's been good since, man.
Yeah. And that's just because you felt pain at those times? Like that you got so many surgeries, or you just needed them to get better?
No. I needed them. So basically, like internally, what is called the sphincter muscle, what controls your bowel. You feel me? Like, my doctor was like, "Hey, man, looks like there's a lot of damage down there."
Hold on, my feet is falling asleep right now.
Yo, wake that bitch up.
Yo, oh my God. Let's keep it going though. Your doctor was what?
Yeah, my doctor was like, he's like, listen, man, I don't think it's gonna work. And obviously, if you can't control your bowels, like because I had my bag like from the second surgery.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like I was already, that's how I was going.
Yeah.
And then I think it was a couple months later, he was like, hey, we're gonna try to see if we could repair things down there. If not, bag is for life.
Baggage for life?
Oh, life. It's a lifestyle.
Really?
Yeah.
So how long did you even have it for?
Huh?
How long did you have it for?
How long have I had it?
No, how long did you have the bag for?
Oh, it's still to this day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought... Wait, so you did get it for life?
Yeah, it is for life. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
He said it's not reversible. So, like, a lot of people, like, I guess the procedure, it's a momentary thing to kind of let things heal, and then they could reattach things.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
But yeah. Yeah, he said that was for life. That was another one that fucking down the rabbit hole, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But again, man, everything, I think you could take everything in stride, bro, and move forward. Like, for some reason, something clicked in my head, bro, and I came back to work and came back even harder than ever. So, comeback story.
You think your work definitely got way better since you got sick?
I'm not gonna say the surgery did it, you know what I mean? But yeah, like after that time frame, I just kind of went to work, man. Like anytime that I got depressed or the only thing that I knew is that I could tattoo, so that I went straight to work. You know what I mean? So even when something bad happens in my life now, I'm like, that's my day off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's this right here is sanity for some reason. It's stressful, but it's sanity.
That's why you wanted to do it here. Well, the podcast.
100%, man. You feel me? Like it's this for the next 3-4 hours. I don't have to think about what is is out there. I have to only think about this. You feel me? So it helps.
You keep on bringing up depression and anxiety. I don't know if you want to get into that if that's too deep, but do you
Baby,
know?
touch it,
But
live it,
do you
own
know?
it.
Do you know why you have
Why am I
that?
depressed?
The depression or anxiety.
This whole ordeal, that was one shortly after my mom passed away.
Yeah.
And then that put me down a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
You know, take down the path to doing drugs and alcohol and not really caring. Like, not saying you want to die, but you just also, you know, you didn't care how fast you went on that bike after a couple beers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I want to talk to you about that. I don't know. It's like, I know it's definitely a very touchy subject. Your mother's passing.
yeah.
That's why you have that beautiful neck tat / head tat on the back of your head.
100%, man.
And a lot of people don't know this, but like, bro, I know your family because I grew up with your cousin people.
Yeah.
So I knew about you, but I didn't start getting tattoos till I was 18. So
Yeah, for sure. But somehow, like, we've
been in the same circles. You know what I'm saying? And bro, like, I had met your mom before because I remember I had gone to one like people. You were probably there that day. Like I went to like a family party and like it was like all of you guys there.
Yeah.
And she was such a nice woman. Off of that one time that I met her, you know what I'm saying?
No,
yeah.
dude, that woman is legendary, bro.
Yeah.
Like she's I don't know how the fuck she was, but yay high. But her persona, like her aura, and it was like 7 foot fucking tall.
It's that Colombian aura.
No, she was epic, man. Like she was truly something out of this world. Like I've never seen someone be like where everyone turns and is so excited that they're there. You know what I mean? And you're just like, it's my mom. You know?
Did she just end up getting sick and stuff? Because I know you don't tell this to anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, well, so you know, she had passed from COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And again, man, this is like when like COVID was like
the newest thing. The newest thing that no one knew.
Yeah. You feel me? Like everyone's running for their lives, and I don't even know front. I even looked at that shit like, it's fucking, so it'll blow over.
Yeah.
So much for that.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, man, she had got sick. It didn't take too much long. I think she got sick, man, and maybe like a week or two later, bro, she just she was having like problems breathing and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And unfortunately, man, I guess she was tired, bro. She wasn't you know.
I don't know how you think of it, but like, since it did happen, because everybody talks about it, how it wasn't a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was because, you know, people, I'm also going to admit, like, I talk about it like it wasn't a real thing either, but like, it never happened to someone near me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But do you honestly believe there was a thing out there? Or is it just like they're just saying it's this, but she had something else going on?
Man, we're going like what, conspiracy theories now, right?
Yeah. Sort of.
I love it. Yeah.
Because bro, like at a point, you know, like at a point, it was just like people were just saying everything was COVID.
For sure. Yeah.
Everything was you started sneezing. Oh no, you gotta get away from me.
Oh, do you remember that time where you were like, exactly. You had to cough and you were like, you know what I mean, like trying to hide this shit?
When I got my knee done, it was when I came in with Lucas and you were like, yo, I can't touch you guys at the same time. Like you can't be here at the shop. You're like,
they had just let us start working again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were just like, yo, one of you guys got to come at this time, and then I'll touch the other one at the next time. But yeah, so how do you feel about that? Do you think it was like, was a conspiracy? Is it real? Like, or do you think your mom had other medical problems that they just added that word? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, man, I'll be honest, dog. Like again, like you said, I looked at it and I laughed. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone that's fucking, you know, preparing and worrying and all this shit. I'm like, no, you know. But
that shit got real.
It got very real, very fast. But kind of funny, man. Like, I for some reason, well, not funny, but like, bro, when we got back from COVID, like when they were like allowing people to work and shit like that, dude, crazy as fucking, man. I don't think I've ever done so many tattoos, and that's just because, you know, everyone was like so cooped up. They didn't have shit to do. Yeah. The government was giving them fucking money.
Everybody was getting them stimulus.
Oh, brother, dog. When I say seasonal ballers,
yeah,
dog, they were on one, man. Yeah, they were on one. I loved it. But again,
fair.
like bro, I don't know how the fuck to say this, right? Like, because like to put it in the same sentence is like, yeah, my mom passed away from shit. Like, I'm a firm believer with whenever something terrible happens, something grand has to happen, just because it's I don't know, call it whatever it is. But if you're willing to look for the light, yeah, there's good shit that could happen after.
I think that's true though with everything, bro. Like I think if you fucking broke your fucking wrist tomorrow, you're gonna fucking come back. Maybe you'll come back even a way better tattoo artist after you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, real shit, man. I'm a firm believer in that. Like,
it's the same story as like, bro, if you're like you were a failed tattoo artist and then you quit and you came back 2 years later and then you were the best one ever in the world. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah. But I feel like some people have to go through some traumatic shit to kind of be like, damn, all right.
Wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like things could get worse.
Yeah. But honestly, bro, I don't know how you take it in life, but I think that's the most beautiful part in life, bro. That fucking struggle. Like if you really go deep into it, bro, whenever you have the darkest struggles is when the best light comes out right after that shit.
That I 100% agree on. If you're willing to, you feel me, like listen to the what's happening and like what you're willing to change after.
Do you believe in God?
Huh?
Do you believe in God?
I do. Yeah. I'm not like, don't quiz me on no shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know how many people were sitting at the table, I think, that day, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't go too like,
You might pray here and there. Same
like
situation.
I say good night to my mom every night.
Okay.
I have to believe in something, like if she was
If she's
there,
yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah. Action. Action.
Oh.
Oh.
Felt like I should have said that, man.
No, you good. So, bro, we were just talking about, a dark time in your life with your mother's passing and all that shit.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to keep it dark, but bro, this one I definitely know was like, I mean, your mother was hard for you, but like, you post your dog every fucking day, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
man.
and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've lived in a house with a dog, but the dog wasn't mine. I just got a dog 2 years ago. And I start crying when I start thinking about like 8 years from now when that motherfucker's gonna die.
Dude, I
have a
used to do the
Frenchie.
same shit.
Because I have a Frenchie, so you know Frenchies are like really delicate.
Yeah, they are.
So I can't even imagine what happened that day when it actually happened for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hence another tattoo on the side of the face, Thor.
Yeah.
That was his dog's name.
People be like, yo, this guy's a gangster. This is my dog's name.
What type of dog did you have? I think it was a pit bull, right?
He was a pit. Yeah. He was he's just a blockhead of a dog, man. Like that boy had a bigger head than me, and that's saying some shit.
Yeah.
But you know, he was a purebred. He's a blue nose, brindle colorway, gorgeous fuck.
When did you end up getting him? How did that how's all that story lead into like?
Thor, man, shit. I got Thor from a good friend of mine, Scott, that I guess he was moving and you know couldn't take him with him. And
He was a baby at the time.
Yeah, like about 6 months.
Oh,
like
that's
5-6 months.
perfect. Man.
Yeah. But I never had a fucking dog, and I'll be honest, man. Like the caring for something else, like I was just like, bro, if this fucker dies on me, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Fucking not the first night, but the second night, dude. Oh my god.
After the passing.
No. This is like when I
got him. Second night after you got him.
Like, dude, this dog shit in his cage, and poor thing, he was in there all day. Like, I was at work.
Yeah.
And you know he was new, so I didn't know how to, if I could let him loose.
You didn't know what to do. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. It was basically
we were both new breeds in this bad boy.
Yeah.
Dude, but my boy texted me. He's like, "Yo, don't be upset." I'm like, "What the fuck? Why would you say that?" Dog, the dog shit everywhere, and because it got on him, like on his tail, like there was shit on the ceiling, and I'm just like, bro, this is not possible. Like, mind you, I'm questioning if I could even fucking do this.
Yeah, of course.
And dude, as I'm watching that dog, I just looked into his eyes, and I was like,
I got you.
like,
I got you.
God damn it, I love you.
Yeah.
So his passing definitely was like rough.
How old was he?
He was 10.
So I don't know anything about pit bulls. Is that like a young age, or is it a valid age?
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think their lifespan's like anywhere between like 12 to 14. Like
Okay.
maybe some could go,
Longer.
But I always just say, man, I was lucky enough to get 10 amazing years out of him. You know what I mean?
Was it just he got sick or old, or is it just?
Well, when we got him to the vet, they were explaining to us that he was going through organ failure. So, and they were like, hey, like the one place that I go to, man, I trust them blindfolded.
For your dog? Yeah, okay.
And they were like, listen, you could do the test, you could prolong this, bro, but that's because you want to. I'm like, all right.
Motherfucker, I took my dog like 2 months ago to the vet because he was like when a dog's just not dog. Like, he's just not, they're just not acting like themselves.
Okay, yeah.
So my dog's like mad, like just laying down. He's acting really like sluggish, like, and he's just like, he doesn't even want to jump on top of the couch or anything. I take that motherfucker to the like emergency vet because I already took him to his like primary doctor, like vet.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, let's just give him this, but that shit wasn't helping for shit. So I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just take him down to the ER. Boy, that ER came back with a bill for like almost $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Dogs are insanely expensive.
Yeah. You're probably better off like taking yourself to the hospital.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
Dude, the same shit, man. That's kind of the reason why I'm like hesitant to get
another dog.
Another one, just because I was so blessed, dog, that like I wasn't always in and out of the vet with him. And I be hearing horror stories, bro, of like people just like spending thousands and then their dog not making it, and fuck the money. I mean, not fuck the money because obviously.
But that shit racks up. That shit's real.
But in the heat of the moment, bro, they're like, oh, he might need this. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up and do it. Like, I'm not, go.
Yeah.
My wallet was like, yo, shut the fuck up,
Your wallet was like, yo, bro, I don't think you should keep on going.
Shit, bro. But for him, man, anything.
So was it just like a decision, like, yo, how you just said, they were like, yo, you can do anything you want to do, but that's just you wanting to do it.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, again, once they told me he was like in pain, I'm like, is he in pain? They're like, yeah. I'm like, just
do the thing, yeah.
That I don't need my baby suffering anymore, man. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, dog. Huh?
Keep say what you're gonna say.
Oh, just dude, the whole experience, man. Like, I didn't sleep because they were like, oh, your appointment's Thursday. This is Monday. Monday night, I'm like, I'm not waiting this. Like, I left my house at 4:30 in the morning. Got there, the place don't open till like 7, dog. I sat there because I'm like, you're gonna see me today. I promise you.
Yeah.
And they did again. But he held on as long as he could, man. But like I said, man, it'd be selfish to kind of keep him any longer,
I was gonna just ask you, like, how does that process go? Like, if you don't mind getting into detail, like, is it just like you're like, yo, pull the plug, and then like, is it like just they give him a shot, a pill? Like, how does that all that?
Yeah. No, they give him a shot, and it's funny because the veterinary, she was like, hey, he's gonna breathe up until he doesn't, and I'm like.
So it's like all right there now, like you're in front, like you're just holding them and everything.
Yeah, bro. Like I wasn't gonna leave him alone.
No, I know, but like that's even like that's just too traumatic in my head. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy, bro? I thought the same shit, man. But I kept the concept of thinking like, bro, could you imagine someone left you alone while you were in a hospital bed?
Yeah, when you're just like about to like fucking bleed the fuck out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I need him to leave this earth knowing that I'm like, I would never leave your fucking side. You feel me? Like, and until his last breath, man. Dude, and the crazy part is, like, after he gave one of those, and I'm like, in my head, oh my fucking God, I lost my shit. Because I'm like, dude, I just, like, you know what I mean? But yeah. The vet, she was like, it's normal. And I'm like, so tell me this prior, though. I'm thinking I You
just committed murder.
Yeah, dog,
So it's just literally like falling asleep.
Yeah. And again, man, like I hope for anyone fucking listens to this shit.
Bro, I'm sorry to admit to you, but the pet's always gonna go before us most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So you're not like the first person that.
No. For me, it's more like because I'm able to talk about it now. You feel me? But I don't want someone thinking like, damn, nigga, you didn't care. And I'm like, bitch.
Yeah. I fucking
I
cared.
fucking cared, bro. I still, to this day, I have his ashes, man. Like,
Oh, they give you that and everything?
yeah. Like, the whole plan is to scatter some in the ocean, like we did for my mom. So, you know, kind of them being together type shit. I'm like, your job is to look after her now.
Yeah.
I'm watching you, motherfucker.
Damn. So you're going through that, and I know that shit's hard, bro.
Yeah, man. There's definitely craziest thing though, bro. Like, I never really experienced death in my life like that.
Really?
You know, like some people were like, oh, I lost my grandparents when I was young, and I didn't really have that. Like, my mom was like my first
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, man, after what I went through with that, like me, the whole family, man, like somehow, some way, like my mom was my best lesson. You feel me? The idea that like, yo, you've been dragged, you know what I mean, through the worst, and you still made it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I've had some fucked up thoughts in my head before. You know what I mean? And again, bro,
and I'm
like,
positive you're still fighting with them, though, bro. You're still fighting with them. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know if you're good.
I'm saying that you're still fighting with them.
Fine?
Fighting them. Like those thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Again, man, when you,
I think all of us. First, it's not just a you thing, Chris.
Yeah, no.
It's all of us. Like everybody in the world. Like, bro. Like, as much as like I might be fighting, fucking me twisting my ankle. You're fighting a whole different fight, but we're still fighting. We're still fighting. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, dude. I like to tell people, like, I may not know your struggle, but I know a struggle.
Exactly. Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I don't have to know what the fuck you're going through. You feel me? But I know what pain is. I know what suffering is. Like, so despite whether you feel me, like, if you may think like, yo, yours is here, but mine's up here, like, nah, nigga, like
some people. Listen, I'm sorry to bring this to an example. Who knows if this even makes it? But like people who talk about like 9/11, like their parents passing away, they might put that shit in a pedestal because it was such a traumatic thing in the world. But you know, you losing your mother is still a super traumatic thing for you.
For sure.
So it's just different stories.
Again, man, like everyone has their own story at the end of the day, and everyone.
You finished your candle?
For now, up until I shade this.
She looks fire.
You're fire. Like you said, like yo, you're still fighting them, and I'm like, fuck. When you lose like that, when you lose a parent, or you lose to me, what Thor was, my son. You know what I mean? Like, you don't ever stop fighting that motherfucker.
Yeah, of course.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Why? Because I love him to fucking dear, and I miss him like crazy. You know what I mean? But what you do learn over time is like how to grieve for them. You feel me? Like before, I used to sit there and think and cry and get angry, and now, I still cry, but like I smile at the end of my session. You feel me?
Yeah, of course.
So there's a difference, man. You know what I mean? That whole time heals wounds, as stupid and as corny as that shit is. But it's true.
Real. It's real.
True. But if you're willing to. You feel me? You can't be like, oh, with time everything's fine. Like, no, because you can stay morbid, nigga, all the fuck you want.
Yeah. I think there's also a big persona with guys that like this whole entire thing, like guys aren't supposed to cry. They're supposed to be this tough ass fucking this tough ass fucking human being in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Supposed to be this badass, like.
Yeah. I definitely think that's changing though, with our era, like of human beings, of guys. Yeah, I think
and I hope it does, bro, because, bro, my dumb ass be watching, like, those military coming home videos and getting, like, sad as fuck. You know, like, crying and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's like, I needed a night.
I just have feelings.
I needed to let this out today.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. You're doing your fucking big one today, aren't you? On this fucking tattoo.
Calm down, pervert. Oh god, this is great.
Oh my god.
So what for you, man? Like, what's like You have like
A goal?
Nah, not a goal. You feel me? I mean, I'm sure you have one, but
Yeah.
like, you know, to one day like to have on your show, like who would you?
A dream guest of mine?
Dream guest. There we go. This is why you do this.
Yeah. J. Cole.
J. Cole.
That's my favorite artist.
Holy shit.
And I just know that motherfucker's deep as fuck. Like he could probably make me cry. Or like if he's like started just acknowledging me.
Have you seen like a podcast with him on it?
Yeah, he actually did Little Yachty's. That Little Yachty used to have a podcast with his like best friend.
Oh shit.
But like it's Little Yachty. I'm not saying Little Yachty's not serious, but it's more of like definitely like younger and like he's fucking around. Like, he's trying to make jokes. Like he's not on the same like serious level of J. Cole.
Okay.
That's just like you see J. Cole in a whole different atmosphere in the sense like he's gonna play along with you. Like if I was to be with like J. Cole, I want to like learn knowledge of him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he's like that's his boy. They're fucking rappers that know each other. So he's just like, oh, so yo, bro, when was the last time you went to fucking Turks and Caicos and like
just talking shit.
Yeah, just talking shit.
But so in that same aspect, you know how like people be like, oh, would you rather take $1 million or a dinner with Jay-Z?
I'll always take that type of dinner type shit.
Yeah.
I'll gain more.
Dog. And my thought process is like, okay, is he wanting to be there? Because if he don't want to be there, I'll take the money. You know what I'm saying?
True. That is true. Yeah.
Why is it that he should open up to you?
Hold on. I'll make him want to be there.
Oh shit.
That's where I fucking come into play.
Those are grown ass words you're saying right now, my man. That fucker could buy anything, dog. You feel me?
Exactly. But realistically though, you don't know me. When we first ever met, you don't know me. So I might be a fucking asshole and you might be like, like I'm just gonna tattoo and not even say a word to this guy because I can already tell his vibe.
Okay.
That's how Jay-Z would probably be like, I don't know this person, so I'm just gonna tread lightly. But if I get that motherfucker comfortable and give him jokes, I relate to him in some sense. It's game over because now we're relating. Now we're having a serious conversation.
Okay.
After that, it's like game on. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think of it, bro. Because as soon as like, bro, I'm telling you, like, I guess I'm giving all the fucking tips on how the fuck I podcast. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you tell me like, if I meet you for the first time and then I ask you like, yo, so like something traumatic, yo, when your mother passed away, and if you tell me that, it's game over. I know we're good. You know what I'm saying? Because if you did that for me,
I see what you're saying. It's okay. I don't know how to put it in words.
If I ask you a certain question and you give me what I want, I know we're locked in that moment. It's a different situation between me and you currently because I know you to some certain level. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say it's also like a give and take? Like all right, bet. Hold on, I touched the subject. I got like nah. So like you feed off like
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's not talk about that.
Exactly. Yes, it is. Yes,
okay.
yes.
Because I could be a podcaster.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, you probably could, bro. You could talk.
I don't know.
It's just a lot of work, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
For me, it's the social battery part, man. Like, bro, there's sometimes.
Bro, you're social. Trust me.
Hold on now. I can be social up until like I have a sad day. And then all of a sudden now you're like, yo, I don't want to do anything.
It's weird, but maybe that is true because I don't think I've ever seen you on a sad day, probably. Or maybe I have, but I just didn't notice it.
Again, man, I think any grown man has like learned to like keep those things at bay. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like choose your audience type of thing.
Like like, oh, I could cry on one shoulder and like, nah, I'm not gonna cry.
You feel me? Like someone asks you like, hey, how's it going today? Bro, let me tell you. They're like, no. I was in passing. Just
yeah.
You feel me? I don't need to know.
Yeah. I want to ask you another question, bro, about specifically tattooing. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chris.
Let me hear it.
If I don't think you're certainly good at a certain aspect of tattooing, me as your client, because bro, everything that's on my body is all done to you. So I owe you some type of loyalty, right? But I don't think you're specifically good at something. And I go to another artist and get that done. Does that affect you as me being like, yo, you know that you've touched all my work in my life, but like this thing I have to go to someone else because I just didn't think like it's nothing against you, but I just think
like capability. I feel like someone else could do a better job. Yeah. No, it would never, bro. Like again, no one owns anybody. You feel me? Like For me, I think like the only time that I would be bothered is like, you know, you give specific deals to this person and then, or they ask for like deals and deals and deals, right? And you give it to them just because like, bro, yeah, I don't want to hear this shit. Like, let's just get in the fucking chair.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? And then maybe it goes to someone else that I know like charges double. You feel me? And then it's kind of like, damn, all right, so you've been
able to pay this, but
what's my caliber to you? You know what I mean? But as far as like my friends, like, or even a client, dog, that's like, yo, like, my bad, dog. I know you don't do anime. I'm like, dog, my nigga, I want the best tat for you, despite whether I do it or not. You know what I mean?
That's basically the type of question. Like, why happens if I showed up the next day, like a year from now, and I have a fucking...
Oh, anybody else, I wouldn't care. You, I'd be upset. No, I'm just
what happens if I have
motherfucker.
what happens if I have a fucking full right leg sleeve and I'm like, yo, like it got done by somebody else? Like,
man, actually, I'll give you an example, man. Like, I was tattooing good friends of mine I've known for, well, her for my entire life, and then her husband I've known since like high school. Yeah. And again, man, like they had asked me like, hey, you know, do you do portraits? And at the time I was like, you know, I want to get into them, but no, I don't. Yeah. You know, and they ended up going somewhere else to get tatted. And as much as when I saw it, it wasn't like mad at them. I was like, damn, dog, like you could do this. Why? You know what I'm saying? Your fear is what stopped you from it. And now, you know, they go somewhere else. And again, doesn't bother me that they went somewhere else. I was more upset that I'm like, damn, you see, you're holding back on yourself. Like, you could do this, you know? Yeah. But again, talking about it and doing it are two different fucking things.
Of course, yeah.
For me, it was just, dog, if you're getting a portrait of someone, most likely they're not with us anymore, or you're celebrating them, and I need that shit to look right, bro. Yeah. You know?
Is that you think, like, your biggest lack? In the tattooing world? Like the portrait side? Or is there something else for you?
Man, I think like anything else, it's just the confidence, man. It's the ability to push yourself further than the average person. You know?
What do you think about the anesthesia tattoos?
Interesting
I would love to do that to my body.
I bet.
I would give you the privilege. I would give you the privilege to be one of the artists. How do you feel about that also? Because it's not just one artist working on you when you go, because you want to get the whole shit done.
Yeah, no, gangbang.
So it's like, fuck, like, why does this artist fucks up a little bit, but you're not fucking up, and it's like, yo, like, it's multiple artists, and there's all this thing going on.
But no. I mean, these guys that are working on them, they're, like, I'm not gonna get into bed with someone, you feel me, not knowing that I'm like, yeah, you got this? You feel me? Like, yeah. Like if we're doing this because we've previously talked about this, we've seen each other, like
we've had some connection
flows, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, dude, everybody tattoos different. Like you could put the same design in front of 3 people and
they're gonna all look different.
Every single one of them.
Yo, I heard those shits are racking up around till $200,000.
Yeah, man.
But that's including the whole thing. Like that's not just your payment.
I mean, but this shit ain't including your flight to get there. You feel me? Your stay. Yeah. Like, I'm like, bro, those are fucking serious. That was a house in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bought a crib, dog.
Is it something that you condone? That you accept in the tattoo game, or you a bitch if you do that?
Nah, I don't give a flying fuck, bro.
You saw Wiz Khalifa?
Huh?
Wiz Khalifa said that if you doing that, dog, you a bitch. You're not in the game, for
brother.
Real.
Wiz Khalifa got like
his
fluttered in clouds and flames. You feel me? Like his whole piece didn't take but 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of tough to say. Like, oh, you're a bitch. I'm like, my brother, you.
Also, MGK said it too.
What's he got on him?
He not his whole half of his body's all black now. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck him too though. You know? Cause like, bro, how you knock someone? You feel me? Like, listen, if you got the cheddar, feel fucking free. Like that whole pain shit, bro. Like, I've got enough tests to know what this shit feels like. I'm okay. I'll pass.
Yeah. But do you really think there's no pain? Like, do you not wake up fucking like swollen or some shit? Like, how do you think that shit?
I don't know how it works once you wake up, but the
The
during?
you-
Yeah, you're
not-
out. You're out like a
yeah.
light, boy. What? Yeah, but the next day, like those anesthesiologists, they're not providing no scripts, bro. So you're probably gonna wake up in some fucking pain.
Yo,
Shit.
I would love to do that shit though, just to get a whole entire like back piece done in a day, bro.
I'll keep it a buck, dog. If I could find someone like an anesthesiologist that's willing to like come here and do it, you feel me? Now understand, I don't pay for that shit.
No, I would have to pay for it as a client.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's like bringing your friend with you. You feel me?
Yeah.
He brought food, they gave you food poisoning. That's not me, dog.
Yeah.
You know? But I think that shit would be fucking cool. Again, I don't know what that costs because we got people coming in here saying like, what, $200 for what? You know what I mean? Like, I hate to break it to you. I don't know what you think. Fucking.
I hate to break it to you, but if you want a fucking free anesthesia,
That's what I'm saying, dog. Like,
let me just
that's
knock you the fuck out.
But there was a video I saw of this dude getting tatted, like getting the numb shit, right?
Yeah.
And what he was getting, I was like, dog, you could have sat for that.
I've seen that
like
too.
It wasn't like a full thing. I was like,
I've seen that too, though.
You could have easily sat for that one.
I've definitely said, yo, if I had the cheddar, bro, I'm numbing myself to get my whole entire right leg done. I'm never going through that knee pain again, bro. I don't know if I can ever take that shit again.
Bro, for me, it's the waking up. I don't know. I don't know how they wake up. I hope they're okay.
Yeah. How do you think of like oh my god. Sorry. Yo.
A little cereal back there, huh?
You're amazing at your job, you know that? Oh fuck.
You got this, player.
What do you think about people doing work over other people? Is that something you would do or no? Over other people's work.
Yeah. Like that never bothered me. Like the only time that would probably not work for like me personally is like oh, you know, my boss tattooed them, right? And then they're like, okay, well he's not here, I want you. And I'm like, okay, well I don't have like my boss's prices. You feel me? I don't have.
Oh, that's so true.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
like, again, if for us in this industry is cutthroat. If you were like, no, don't worry, he said two, I'll do it for $150. Like that's cutthroat. I mean, in any fucking business.
Does that happen a lot?
Again, depending on like, you know, where you work at and who you work with. Yeah, you feel me? Like that goes back to atmosphere. Like I could blindfold, look away, and I know my guys got me. You know what I mean? Like some people may not feel that shit at their shop, but we built a cool little gang here.
Oh my god. I'm in fucking pain right now.
Orgasmic, isn't it?
All right. That's a crazy fucking word to use right there.
Swear, bro, I remember I had this one kid in here. I guess he came in with like two girls, like trying to be tough and shit. He's like, I like this feeling. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, he was like 2 girls.
Unnecessary. Like,
Unnecessary.
Like, you're full of shit.
What was he getting tatted?
It was just something small, like on his arm or something. I think it was his chest.
He shot me bad as fuck in front of his 2 girls. Think he was about to go home with them?
I don't know what Buddy's intention was, man, but I was just like, dog, no one likes this fucking...
Yeah.
No one likes the pain.
Are you open to talk about a little bit about your love life? I know it's something that no one ever fucking knows about, but you're a handsome Chico type of guy.
Thanks, man.
That I would think that you're a sweetheart for the ladies.
Wow. I feel like, are we flirting?
No, not yet.
No love. Not that I'm not talking about it, but as well as drier than a motherfucker. If you catch my
Really?
drift.
Has there ever been a special lady? Have you ever been in love?
Sure. Younger Chris. Yeah. Now it's more like no.
I know.
Man, it's just, bro. I don't know. These girls are playing the game harder than the guys ever did, man. I don't be having the energy for this shit, bro. Like, what do you want? Do you want it? No? Yeah, cool.
If you just want dick, just take
Oh
dick.
my God.
If you,
Jesus, sir,
if you wanna marry me, marry me. I'm real cutthroat. You know what I'm
I
saying?
see that,
Yeah.
man. You just,
I think you gotta be cutthroat in this industry. Are you just saying?
buddy, you're moving
fuck.
fast on me.
Yo.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna take care of my dog, man.
Can you low-key put that air on my leg for a second? Just a little second.
I don't know what kind of podcast you think this is.
My leg is fucked.
Is it on fire?
Yeah. Get a tattoo, Brian.
Brian, you don't got no tattoos? No?
But you want them though, right?
Probably small.
Oh my God.
It's coming along though.
Is it?
You got a feather. You know?
I feel like a bitch, honestly.
Like at one point, do you start like, I shouldn't have gotten tattooed while doing a podcast.
Yeah, no. That's been going through my head since the start. That's been going through my head. But
Something different to the.
that's no one's ever seen that in the world.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. So
You think so? Is this a
I don't think
this,
that's
this is a one time, like a first time thing?
not. It can't be the first time, but
If it is, I wish I shaved. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
pretty hardcore shit happening right now.
But no. I think it's probably happened, but I don't think so, honestly. You think my leg looks swollen or no? I don't think so.
That's another thing, man. Like to learn all this shit. Like, how is that?
So,
Dog, bro.
oh
What's up
shit,
with
what's
you?
good, brother?
Getting you added up? or
yeah,
what?
bro,
Me too. Let
I'm
me see
finishing
your
my
tattoo.
fucking
Guy's
leg
famous.
right now.
You're finishing?
This
Oh,
guy's
you're finishing the whole
famous.
thing?
This side, at least, yeah, bro.
Man, that's it. Yeah. But clean.
Are you getting tatted?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my collarbones right now.
Okay.
Some dates on it, my parents' birthday.
Okay.
That sleeve is coming out clean though.
Thank you, bro.
Oh yeah, let me see.
You have
how they done.
tattoos? No.
Yeah, I got some on my chest and my ribs now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sooner or later, I'll get the arm.
Good seeing you, bro.
When I get some ideas going.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, fuck.
What?
Fuck.
Shout out.
I'm about to fucking.
Who's fucking?
Huh?
Who's fucking? What'd you say?
Nah, I'm thinking about to wrap it up in like 10 minutes. But.
Huh?
I'm
No,
pretty-
that's not what your leg.
Oh, no. I'm just fucking in pain right now.
My face is sheer joy.
Stick around, he's gonna get a boner soon.
All right.
Is that live? Is that on?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, it is long. Stick around. Wow.
Via satellite. You know, for a long time, I don't think I knew what via means. That meant.
Via?
Via, yeah, like they're like via satellite.
What is that?
Or at least I wasn't using it right.
What does it even mean?
Like I don't know, like you're watching it live. I don't. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
My dog. Feel me? Coming in clutch.
Oh, but you were asking me about like how do I learn all this? I
Yeah.
mean,
Like again, like okay, so for us here, real quick,
yeah.
like you could be taught all the fuck you want, but until you're there, bro, like two different fucking things.
So like I know some of it, but I don't know to the extent like how this guy knows it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I have him. Because if I did know it, I wouldn't fucking need him. It's the truth. It's the It's the truth.
I'm really uncomfortable.
It's the truth, bro. If I didn't fucking if I didn't fucking need him, I wouldn't fucking use him. You know what I'm saying? Just to the level I'm at right now. That's what I mean. Oh shit! What's
You
up,
are
baby?
you are adored
Chill.
though, all right? Well, we
Yeah.
want you to know that.
Nah, he knows I love him. He knows. But bro, it's tricky. It was definitely tricky at the beginning, not knowing anything about cameras, bro. Because also I think it comes to you naturally, bro. You know those fucking computer geeks in school that just knew everything about fucking computers.
I hated the math fuckers.
The math fuckers didn't really bother me.
Boy, I'll be
You know what I would compare that
struggling with
to?
math.
I'll be like, yo, if I know how to count money better than you, you're not gonna win in life for me. That's how I really took it as. If I knew money, I'm good.
How you holding up there, man?
Bad. I'm gonna be honest. I think we're done. I think we're done. Bro. I'm fucking. Yeah.
With the tat?
No.
Oh.
With the fucking cameras, I'm tapped out right now. I have like my train of thought is fucking fucked. Ah, fuck. I don't know. Like, I thought. Let me think.
You need me to stop while what are you thinking?
No. Keep on going. Keep it going.
I feel like I should stop while
Okay,
you
just
think.
stop for a second then. Shit.
We're only an hour and a half in.
Hour and a half?
Well,
Tattoo?
I'm
tattoo.
an hour and a half.
Tattooing. Okay. Do you think you're moving at the same pace or no? Like with right now, like with me, like filming, or is that you going a little bit slower?
If it is slow, it's by little, not much.
Gotcha.
Right now, I kind of in that kind of realm where I'm finding myself to be a little bit more patient, give it time, because this shit isn't like I could put a tone here and that redness comes up, right? Give it 15, 20 minutes as you move along and you see it tone down. You're like, okay, it needs more, it needs less. You know what I mean? And before, dog, I used to just rush, like, just because I'm like, oh, it needs to get done, I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. Calm down, you know? That's something I had to fucking learn, dog, because, I don't know, for some reason, I was like, if I didn't see progress, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, you know what I mean? Like,
I get you.
And
How I just questioned you, like, I was like, bro, how the fuck are you only still at the bottom? This shit's killing me. And you're like, you're taking your time. You're
again, man, like, if I used to think like, oh fuck, we got to get this all done. I'm starting to hear this guy groan and moan.
Yeah.
We don't have much time left. I'm like, okay, so that means that something won't get done.
Exactly.
And that's not on me, that's on them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make sure your tat looks the best. You feel me? So,
oh my god,
if it takes a second session, then it takes another session.
I thought of it, bro. You didn't fucking tell me the story of the fucking shaving. That's what I'm also gonna say before you get into that. So my whole thing of a theory, when you get a tattoo anywhere,
Yeah.
unless it's like you barely have any hair in it, and like you barely have any hair, like so, because like I'm getting the side of my leg done, I have hairy legs. If I were to leave that there, I feel like I look like a fucking dumbass, in my opinion. But then people are also gonna say I look gay if I shave my legs.
I think if you shave your leg for like one small tat, maybe. There's no unnecessary reason for that blade.
But so my whole theory right now of this shit, I think I would rather look gay than look like than look like a dumbass.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't you get canceled for saying shit like that, man?
No, I'd rather look gay than look like a dumbass. I'd rather shave my legs. I've seen this shit happen. I've seen so many tattoos, bro. People don't shave like the rest. Like, bro, imagine someone comes in here, that wasn't me, shaves that whole entire piece of leg hair and just leaves it like that. I think you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you do.
Poor people out there being judged right now.
Yeah. Like, fucking shave your fucking
That
legs.
guy's an ass.
Yeah.
No, I feel you though. I mean, I haven't finished my chest, you feel me? But again, the day I do, you know what I mean? I'm going to the beach, I'm probably going to trim that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
But it's probably like the equivalent, like a woman shaving her legs, like unless she's going out on a date, she's like, all right, hold on, let's tidy this bad boy up.
Yeah. So yeah, what were you gonna tell me that shaving story, bro? Because you were making fun of me, like I had a lot of hair. And you were
No, man. Like, listen, man. You know, it's normal amount of hair. Nah, I can't front. Like, I had one guy, dog, where like, dude, he got a. It was like a name. I think it was a name like on his pec. And in my head, I'm like, brother, unless you shave this shit every fucking day, you're not gonna see it.
Are you serious,
bro? That I use. Not exaggerating, 3 to 4 razors. 3 to 4. I shaved your entire leg with one. You feel me? Like, bro, they kept getting clogged, dog.
No, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
Had it. This was a hairy little guy, man.
Holy shit.
3
to 4 razors and it got clogged.
That's why I had to use 3 to 4. It was crazy. I was like, brother, you might want to look at LASIK or some shit, man.
Yeah.
Cause holy shit.
Also, another question, bro. I think this is actually a great question at this time. How do you play with as a tattoo artist? Because you're a male. How do you play with these girls that think you're a great artist, and they're like, "Yo, I want to get like basically my ass cheeks tattooed," and you're just like, "All right." So you're basically half naked.
Yeah.
Like fucking right in front of me, and it's just like, okay, how do you keep yourself like
professional and all that?
Yeah, professional, or like, how do you not make it weird? Because
I feel you. So, man, I've tattooed like side boobs, ass cheeks. I've tattooed like near, down there.
Yeah.
And again, like me personally, I've always been pretty professional. I read the room, you know what I mean? But unless you're being intimate with somebody, bro, like I'm not here and like staring at your shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, my mind isn't there. It's not the task at hand. You know what I mean? But I've had moments where like, I've gotten like flirted with during, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do now.
Because you're like, I don't know if you're just being friendly.
For sure,
or...
yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't take much for someone to feel uncomfortable. You feel me? And like for me, a tattoo should be an experience. You feel me? And a good one. So like, very, very carefully you tattoo those areas. You know what I mean?
Have you ever had a story like that though? Like it was just a little bit too much. Like, like what happens if I like, bro? Like, how do I? If I'm a guy and I want to get this, like you right here, where you grow hair.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I want to get that tatted, Chris.
For sure.
How the fuck do we work that out? You know what I'm saying?
Or with a high number, because you're paying me to be there. You feel me? You think about it, like, bro, that's a lot. You feel me?
Yeah.
For me, like if someone was to be like, yo, I want my penis tattooed. Like, if someone asked me, like, would you do it? And I'm like, I would do it. It comes at a high price. Like, yo, your tat could really be only $80, but the shipping and handling fee, you feel me? Like, bro, but don't get it twisted. That goes for everybody. Big, old, young, it hot, ugly, it don't matter. We're not fucking. So there's no reason why I should be this fucking close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're paying me to be there. You know
okay.
What I mean?
Yeah.
I don't discriminate.
You said you used to do piercing. Was there ever a moment that you pierced a girl's nipples, a guy's cock, or a girl's vagina? So that does exist.
Yeah. Nipples were pretty common, man. Nipples are pretty common. I have changed jewelry on a guy's. Yeah. That was a weird day.
Yeah. I think you have to tell that.
Dude, well, it's it wasn't a long story, but one of the funny things was just like, I was learning how to, I was a piercer.
Yeah.
I feel like in that, if that's your line of work, you gotta do it, Fuck all that no, it's gay. Like, bro, it's a job, you feel me? And this is part of your job. But I went in there confident, you know what I mean? And then that shit went out the fucking window instantly, cause like I got my gloves on and I'm approaching this shit and like I don't know how to grab another guy's dick. Like I don't know how to grab my dick. I don't know how to grab anybody else's dick. Like that's a first,
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a first, man. But what did I do? I grabbed that guy's dick. No, but it didn't go well. Cause he had like this crazy jewelry and like I walk out to grab like who's my mentor for piercing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I can't do it. I don't understand the jewelry. She thought I was like, shut, you're doing it.
Yeah.
I go back in, I try again, come back out, and I'm like, that's what I tell my mentor, Fred. I'm like, Fred, I can't do this shit, bro.
I love you so much. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for having me in your space to make you comfortable.
Oh, we should have did one of those things, right, where it was like, for your console, is it okay if I touch you? You ever seen those fucking videos? It's like, how is she gonna fucking do my hair, my nigga? Like, you've never seen those? You've seen those?
Yeah.
It's just fucking senseless.
Come to Heavenly Inks to get tattooed by Chris.
Oh my god, that's me.
Yes. I think he's the best tattoo artist in Orlando.
Hey, you better stop.
Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching another episode with Late Nights with Juan. We're good. We're done. Oh my god, I'm in pain.
Alright, brother. Ready to call it a day?
No. I'm ready for another one. What the fuck? Holy shit. Yo. The shading looks so like good, bro. Wow. This shit looks crazy.